guys and welcome to today's video. This video is especially for all the girls who have oily skin, which is acne prone, super sensitive, open pores. Basically a girl like me who has every skincare problem and you need your skin to look very nice, flawless, matte. I mean, I always wish there was some way that I could do and all my oil was gone, but doesn't happen. So finally, I think after 1 year, Maybelline decided to bring the matte and poreless foundation to India. It's called Maybelline's Fit Me Matte+Poreless Foundation, and it is for normal to oily skin. And it says that it totally takes off all your grease. It gives your skin a poreless kind of a finish. Price of the foundation in India is 525 rupees, and this is a 30 ml bottle. This is the packaging that the foundation comes in, and the color I think I'm in is Beige Beige. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to put the name of the color in the description box. So yeah, and along with the foundation also came in the powder, and this powder is so hyped about. Like, everybody on YouTube says that this is like the best powder. It's Fit Me powder. It says set and smooth. I am in the color Sun Beige. So that is actually the color of my foundation as well. I've got both of them in the same color. The price of the powder is 475 rupees, and yeah. I have the foundation on today. It's been quite some time since I have it on, but before I get into my thoughts on it, let's just get into the demo. And this time demo is a little different. I actually recorded what I was feeling about the foundation the moment when I was putting it on. So let's get into it. So as you can see, I am breaking out quite a lot these days, and this is just because, you know, it's that time of the month and I always break out at that time of the month. Let's see how well the foundation covers everything. So this is how the tube of the foundation looks like. It looks pretty mini to me. I don't know why, although it is a full size, and it does not have a pump. It opens up like that. I've made a mess out of it. Okay. Yeah, so that is the product. I'm using my Real Techniques buffing brush to use it because this thing actually works with mostly all the foundations. So it is the best thing to try out a new foundation with. See how this works? It's actually working pretty well. The foundation has this cooling effect. I was thinking that this color is not the right match for me, but now looking into my the screen, the little one which is next to the camera, I feel that it's actually a very good match to my skin tone. I haven't told you the color, right? I'll just let you know the color that I'm using. So here is how the first coat looks like. I don't actually feel anything on the skin. I think foundation is water based because it's pretty lightweight and it feels really cool on the skin. So I think I need another little coat. Let's do it. Looks like after two very light coats of foundation. Something that I've noticed is that this foundation really blends into the skin. You don't really have to work with it, so that is pretty amazing, and it looks really natural. As far as poreless is concerned, I would say that my skin looks really smooth, like really smooth, because I have a lot of spots at the moment. I think I'm going to go with one more light coat. So this is my third coat, and I'm taking very little foundation for the third coat. So just concentrating it on the high points of my face and blending it outwards so that I have a little more coverage. So I am done with my foundation at the moment. I really like what I see on the screen, but let's go and set it with a powder. So with the foundation, I'm using powder from the same range, which is Maybelline's Fit Me, and this is how it looks like. There is like a little sponge which looks soft, but I don't like using powders with sponge, so I'm going to skip it and go directly to the powder. I'm using it on my Zoeva face finish brush. Really like using it for powders, and ooh, okay, it is a very fine powder. It's going all over the place. I'm going to do a very light dusting on powder. I don't want a super like dry finish. Generally, if you put on a lot of powder, it looks pretty fake. So that's not that I want. And by the way, the powder has actually a lot of color. Look at that. Brush has picked up so much color. And this was, by the way, a clean white brush. So right now powder feels very light and it was very easy to pick up. And that is how I look after putting on powder. I'm going to do my complete makeup and I'll see you. As you saw in the demo, the foundation is a little thin. It's not thin that it's runny, but it is a little thin and it goes on face very smoothly. You don't really have to make an effort to buff it in. It's like even easier than putting on the L'Oreal Infallible foundation, which is my favorite one till now. So you just put on a little bit, it goes on very well. About the poreless thing, I agree on that. So once you have like one layer of foundation on your skin, you don't really feel like you have anything. The best part is that generally mattifying foundations tend to set so quickly that you don't get time to blend them. This one is not like that, so you can take your time and blend it. Just leave it for maximum 1 minute and it will set, and then you can add on more layers. Layering, yes, you can do that. You can actually build coverage. I did 3 layers today and as you can see, my face is not looking cakey or heavy. I don't feel any kind of, I can actually do anything to my face and I don't feel like, oh, my makeup is going to budge or oh god, it's going to wipe off everything. It literally sticks to the skin. Coming to the part of mattifying and poreless. Let's talk about poreless first. Every single time I take a picture, my pores on here, like this side, are always showing. I am the girl with big pores and that is why I have a lot of acne too. This foundation does a really good job of minimizing the pores. It's not magic, so I won't say that the pores are 100% gone and just go out there's nothing on your skin. No, but this foundation works fantastically. As I was testing the foundation, I'm sorry because of a lot of background noises. There's so much going on outside. I think my neighbors are constructing something, so I'm sorry for that. Where were we? Pores. I always use our foundation with a primer under. My favorite one is Bioderma one, but I did not use it today because I really want to test out how foundation works for the pores. I think I made a very wise decision because this foundation works like a primer and a foundation in one. My skin feels the same way as it does after using the primer. It's very soft and I don't really see pores. If you see, look up close, let the camera just focus. So, can you see pores? There's hardly any pores visible, which is very occasional with me. So I think this foundation did a very good job of minimizing pores. After you take pictures, you don't really have to airbrush them because the foundation gives such a nice smooth finish. Matteness, yes, this is definitely a matte foundation. I've tried like 1 zillion foundation which say that they are matte, but at the end of the day they are dry. So this foundation has a matte finish, but it would not look dry on your skin. My skin looks healthy but 100% matte. This glow is from the highlighter. If you see in the demo, my skin was looking just plain matte like canvas, which is fantastic. If you are a person who loves matte finish foundations, you're going to love this foundation. Being a mattifying foundation, a lot of times the foundation clings to your dry patches and makes them look worse. This one doesn't, which is amazing. So yeah, pros of the foundation: it is very easy to use. It buffs into the skin very easily. It gives a very 100% matte look and does not cling to the dry patches. Stays on, I would say, for 5 to 6 hours, and you can always touch up with a powder. I'll talk about it just after I'm done with this. So staying power is really nice, works amazingly for pores. You do not need a primer under it, and I would say that it just makes my skin look flawless. It photographs amazingly. I think it's very well priced. It is just for 525 rupees, which I think is almost half of the L'Oreal Infallible one. So that is amazing. If you're in college, then you can get this and it is not that expensive. About the cons, I would say that if you have dry skin or normal skin, you would not like the foundation because it won't just work for you. It's a mattifying formula. It's made to work for oily skin. Secondly, I would have really appreciated a pump on this bottle. That is the only thing that I completely didn't like about the foundation, which is the packaging. It is so difficult to actually pour the foundation that way. It's just so difficult. I would say please add on like 50 or 100 rupees to the cost and give us a pump that makes it super easy. Did I say that I dropped the bottle today? I dropped the bottle today and it did not break. That is another plus. So yeah, that are my thoughts on the foundation. And now coming to the powder. This is how the Fit Me looks like. Everybody says it's an amazing powder. I was really excited to try it. First of all, the packaging, it is really nice to look at, but practically if you want to carry around your powder in the bag, I think it's a little big and a little hefty for that. Although I appreciate this little kind of compartment under, you can keep your rubber bands and stuff. I always carry rubber bands and bobby pins around. Talking about the powder is really smooth. Just look at that. Powder gets picked up easily by the brush. The powder is really finely milled, and when you actually swirl your brush into the powder, you would see that it goes all over the place, which I did not like. But when you put it on your face, it instantly sets the foundation. Although my foundation was already set, but it gives like even smoother look to the face. And another thing is it actually adds a little bit of the coverage, which is nice. If you're like me who likes products with coverage, then this is nice. It is a complete opposite to their Clear Complex powder, which I completely love. I have a full video in it. You can watch it. I'll link it somewhere, maybe in the description box or maybe here. So yes, it has a lot of coverage. It gives a smooth effect to the face. I think it definitely helps out with like giving this poreless kind of a finish to the face. Although I've not used this powder with other foundation, but if you're using Fit Me foundation, this goes perfectly with it. I would say if you're buying foundation, definitely buy powder along with it. They work fantastically as a team. Oil control, yes, the powder definitely controls oil. It like makes that matte finish. It just seals the matte finish that foundation gives. Expect an oil-free look for around 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, and then you can just go in and touch up with the powder. It won't look cakey. It doesn't get into the crevices and lines of the face. Sometimes powder do that. And today I'm actually not using any concealer, but I use this powder under my eye to set my foundation, and it did not mess up that area. So that is good thing about it. Bad thing about the powder, I hated when I swirl the brush and the powder like boom goes everywhere. So that is the only thing that I did not like about the powder. Otherwise, I love it that it sets the foundation well. It seals my matte finish. It works very well for my oily, acne prone skin and doesn't look like a mask and doesn't cake up, and it's very good for touch-ups. At the whole Fit Me range, big thumbs up. I would say get it if you have oily and acne prone skin. If your skin is like mine, which gets oily like after half an hour, 1 hour of putting on the foundation, and you love matte finish, this range is only for people who love matte finish. So if you fall in that category, definitely try it. Very inexpensive, and I'm pretty sure you'll love it. So that is all for today's video. I really hope you liked the review, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.